Title: The Unseen Episode. Somewhere in the back streets of a forgotten town, an old television station lay dormant. Its sign, once lit with the promise of entertainment and news, had dulled, hanging precariously from the rusting frame. Local legends spoke of the studio as haunted, infested with the unfulfilled dreams of forgotten shows and the spirits of those who'd once carefully crafted their episodes, only to see them never air. 17-year-old Mia Thompson was intrigued, her adventurous spirit unquenched by tales of urban legends. A self-proclaimed horror aficionado, she loved unraveling mysteries, particularly when the scent of danger wafted toward her. Armed with her camera and a backpack filled with snacks, she rallied her two closest friends for an expedition, Jake and Liz. "Come on. What's the worst that can happen?" Mia had asked with a devil-may-care laugh, cloaked in the safety of daylight. The three clambered through the tangle of weeds and broken pavement to the old station. The heavy door creaked open when Mia shoved it, protesting like a trapped spirit. Inside, shadows danced upon the cracked interior, illuminated only by the flickering flashlight beams they carried. Dust hung in the air, thick enough to taste. Decrepit set pieces, forgotten props, and frayed scripts littered the floor. "This looks like a graveyard of broken dreams," Jake quipped, snapping photos eagerly. They wandered around, noting the eerie quietude that draped over the place. Then, Liz spotted something on a shelf, a dusty old television set, disproportionately tall and chunky, a relic from a time long past. "Hey, look," she chirped. "What if we try to get it to work?" Mia set her camera down and expertly plugged it into an outlet still brimming with electricity. They could hear the faint hum of energy, a whisper from the grave. The screen flickered to life, but only static buzzed back. "Just our luck," said Jake, rolling his eyes. "A haunted TV. Wonderful." Quote, but Mia, always searching for a thrill, pressed buttons, breaking the silence with a loud click. The static surged into a brief flicker of colors, shapes swirling as if searching for form. Suddenly, the screen displayed an unfamiliar figure, a tall man clothed in black, his features obscured by a long shadow. "Inhale, exhale," he murmured softly, seeming to drift through a closed door on screen. "Whoa, did you see that?" Liz gasped, her arms covered in goosebumps. The man, somehow menacing yet alluring, gestured toward them, his long finger beckoning in silence. With a collective breath, they leaned closer, curiosity outweighing caution. Then came a voice, not from the television but echoing within the abandoned station, "Watch closely. It's almost your turn." Quote, the air came thick with dread. Shadows in the corners stirred, whispering fragments of stories left untold, fading into memory. "What are we doing here?" Jake muttered anxiously, eyeing the door and the dim corridor behind them. A sudden spark from the screen grabbed their attention again. The tall man had vanished, but the familiar, eerie theme music of an old show they'd never seen drifted through the room, invigorating the air. Odd snippets of fractured memories glowed on the display. Casts and characters laughed and screamed, some moments suffused with joy while others dripped with eerie sadness. Mia gripped her camera tightly. "We're getting this documented," she insisted, determined to capture whatever this was, however spooky it felt. But then the screen flickered, drawing their attention. The man returned, grinning wider now, teeth glistening like daggers. "Did you want to be part of the show?" "Part of the show?" Liz echoed, every muscle in her body tightening, sensing danger. The episode began to atmospheric darkness. Shadows began to converge, ghostly figures of crew members who had long since vanished, their eyes hollow, expressions forever stuck in anguish. They crept out, surrounded the trio, filling the space around them. Jake's flashlight flickered ominously as if sensing the encroaching chaos. "I think we should leave." But before they could retreat to the doorway, the old television blared with unnatural energy, a rush of sound drowning their thoughts. The screen emitted flashes of distorted images, episodes they'd never seen play out before them. The tall man now emerged from the screen, stepping as if into reality. "You desired a show? Here's your chance to become the stars of your own episode." Quote, screams escalated, mixing with laughter and cries of desperate characters long lost. With heart-pounding terror, Mia realized they were not mere viewers but players in a new, if unwelcome, show. The previous hosts of the Forgotten Station became trapped, assimilated into the unending narrative of horror and despair. In an unexpected burst of bravery, she grabbed Jake and Lys's hands, pushing through the dark silhouettes as the theme music clashed around them, pulling them toward the door. They dashed, tumbling into daylight, the shadows clawing at their heels. When they fled outside, the door slammed shut behind them with an echoing thud. Adrenaline coursing through their veins, they collapsed into the sunlit street, unsure if they were free from the grasp of the old station. Back in safety, Mia turned to glance back. The television flickered to black, silence swallowing the eerie ambiance. As she breathed relief, a whisper brushed against her ear, "Until next time." Though they ran home, the haunting tune followed them, dissolving into the distance, an evergreen reminder of the unearthed horrors, waiting, always waiting, for someone else to desire an episode.